Savupirtti. This is the ancient heart of Finnish rural life. The Savupirtti is a windowless log cabin with no chimney. Smoke from a giant stone hearth drifts out through a roof vent, blackening the rafters and curing hanging meat. The single, dark room unites sleeping, cooking, and craft work, with benches circling the hearth and lofts for storing grain. It was an architecture of pure survival and self-sufficiency, a testament to resilience against the northern cold. Red farmhouse. From Karelia to Lapland, squared log houses glow Fallon red, a pigment rich in iron oxide that preserves wood and mimics the prestige of brick. A high gable often faces the lane, while a central tupa, or kitchen, warms the surrounding bedrooms. Side wings typically add a granary, sauna, and cowshed, forming a sheltered farmyard that is ideal for chores during the long, snowy winters. This style remains the most iconic image of the Finnish countryside. Ostrobothnian. Built by prosperous tar and grain merchants, these two-story log houses rise unusually tall on the flat western plains of Ostrobothnia. As a statement of wealth, its look comes from a classical window rhythm, carved corner pilasters that mimic stone, and an imposing steep metal roof that broadcasts the owner's success. The grand interiors feature airy halls with decorative painted paneling, while detached bake saunas flank the yard, completing the image of a prosperous and well-ordered homestead. Empire Townhouse. Coastal towns like Uusikaupunki and Porvoo preserve whole grids of pastel-colored 19th century wooden houses inspired by the classicism of St. Petersburg. Their paneled facades are designed to copy the cornices and details of grand stone buildings. Sash windows march in perfect, orderly rows along the street front. Behind these formal facades, long plots hide narrow gardens, wells, and smoke saunas, blending public elegance with private tradition. Romantic villa. Around 1900, at the height of a movement for national identity, Finnish architects fused European Art Nouveau with ancient folklore. This style, known as Jugendstil, gets its look from rugged, natural materials like granite and logs, and its asymmetrical, castle-like forms. Villas sprout turreted stair towers and rough-hewn stone bases, and feature ornate carvings of Finnish wildlife like owls and bears. It was a powerful, romantic style that rejected European symmetry for a mythical, Finnish past. Funkis. In the 1930s, Finnish architects embraced modernism with a practical, democratic approach they called Funkis. Hallmarks of the style include clean, cubic forms, flat roofs, corner windows, and smooth, white-rendered walls, stripping away all ornamentation. Compact plans, integrated garages, and roof terraces promised a bright, efficient future for a new middle class. Many of these homes were self-built from pattern books, spreading the minimalist aesthetic across the country. Rintamamiestalo. This is the house that rebuilt Finland after World War II. The Rintamamiestalo, or front soldier's house, was a standardized, affordable home for veterans and their families. Architecturally, it is a simple 1.5-story wooden cube with a steep gabled roof and a central chimney. A compact floor plan, an unfinished attic for future growth, and a cellar for storing crops made it highly practical. Over 200,000 were built, and this humble house remains a symbol of post-war recovery. Villa Mairea. Alvar Aalto's 1939 Villa Mairea set the template for the signature Finnish villa, creating a more humane and nature-focused modernism. Its aesthetic is characterized by free-flowing plans, the use of white render contrasted with warm timber battens, and its deep connection to the surrounding forest. The interiors blend art, nature, and everyday life with tactile materials and organic curves. Countless later lakeside villas echo its human-scaled modernism and rejection of cold, machine-like purity. Rivitalo. As Finland urbanized, Modernist planners promoted the Rivitalo as the ideal middle ground between a city flat and a detached villa. This architectural form consists of narrow, two-story terraced units, which share party walls and open onto green courtyards. This efficient layout fostered a sense of community while providing each family with a private entrance and a small garden. The brick and timber row houses, built from the 1950s onward, remain a defining feature of the Finnish suburban landscape. Mökki. More a ritual than a style, the Mökki is an essential part of the Finnish soul. Every summer, Finns flee to these lakeside cabins to live a simpler life. Architecturally, a Mökki can be anything from a traditional log cabin to a modern A-frame or a minimalist box. The true character comes from its function, a simple shelter with a wood-fired sauna and a pier on the lake. It is a space designed for grilling fish, picking berries, and embracing the quiet of the midnight sun. Kolmiomökki. A beloved and nostalgic subset of the summer cottage, the 1970s, Kolmiomökki sets a dramatic alpine A-frame on a timber deck. Visually, it is known for its steep, triangular roof that shrugs off heavy snow and reaches almost to the ground. This shape creates a lofty, open interior living space, with cozy loft beds perched above. The front facade is often a wall of glass, framing a perfect, uninterrupted view of the forest or lake, and blurring the line between the tiny cabin and the vast landscape. Modern log villa. This is a high-tech evolution of Finland's most ancient building tradition. Modern brands use CNC milled pine logs that stack into crisp, glass-walled villas. The look comes from massive laminated logs that lock together with concealed bolts, achieving near-passive levels of insulation while still smelling of a fresh forest. Plans often mix cathedral ceiling lounges, integrated spa saunas, and covered decks for year-round luxury nature living. Passive house. Since the 2000s, Finnish builders have embraced the German passive house standard to combat Arctic winters with extreme energy efficiency. This is a style where performance dictates the form. Houses are wrapped in up to half a meter of insulation, with triple glazed windows and advanced heat recovery ventilation systems. While the aesthetic is often minimalist and modern, the true innovation is in the engineering, which can reduce heating demand by over 90%. Nolla Cabin. A recent trend in Finnish design is the minimalist, zero-carbon micro cabin. The Nolla Cabin is a prime example, a tiny, 9-square-meter retreat. Its key features are an A-frame shape, construction from sustainable cross-laminated timber panels that bolt together without concrete, and its complete off-grid systems. It has solar panels for power, a composting toilet, and a biofuel stove, inspiring a new generation of low-impact, minimalist homes. Black Box Modern. Finland's latest luxury homes favor a sleek, minimalist aesthetic that merges with the landscape. The aesthetic centers on simple, geometric, black box forms, often clad in dark-stained larch wood. This dark exterior allows the building to recede into the forest, while floor-to-ceiling glazing reflects the surrounding pine trunks and lake views. Smart technology and integrated saunas deliver a seamless, high-end Nordic living experience with a powerful Instagram-ready sheen. Thanks for watching. Which country should I cover next? Let me know in the comments below. Also, remember to like and subscribe.